Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation, July the 15th. We start our meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. What we pay respect to, the heart opens to, and this is the energy which can come in. So we can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. If we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes. We open the heart. And we bring our awareness to the body. We bring our awareness to the present. Being aware of all the sensations of the body. Being aware of the body posture. And we can visualize ourselves as we sit here. Where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're directing our energy back to our own body. And as we visualize the body, we can observe, do we feel the energy being centered with the body? We bring our awareness to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril. Just keeping our attention at that one point, at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the lower abdomen, as we feel the abdomen rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. So we can decide where we prefer to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep our attention with the breathing, with the body. We don't send our attention, our energy outside the body. And we keep our attention only with the present. We don't dig up the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of this present moment as it arises, as it passes away. To develop peace, to develop wisdom, we keep our attention only in the present. If we send the mind to the past, all too often anger, sadness comes up in the mind. If we send the mind to the future, stress, anxiety. So to make the heart at peace, to keep the heart at peace, we keep our attention only in the present. With anger towards the past, anxiety towards the future, we squeeze, we choke the heart. The heart cannot breathe. Keeping our attention only in the present, The heart can open, the heart can breathe. To develop wisdom, we keep our attention only in the present. The wisdom we develop in our meditation is the wisdom to know our own reality, to know our own heart. And this we can see only in the present. So in this practice, we develop peace and we develop wisdom. We develop peace through wisdom. We develop wisdom through peace, step by step. As the peace becomes more refined, we can let go on more and more refined levels. The wisdom becomes more and more refined. And as the wisdom becomes more and more refined, the peace becomes more and more refined. So step by step in our practice, we develop wisdom through peace. We develop peace through wisdom. When we reach the end of our practice, we reach the highest wisdom, the deepest wisdom. We will have the highest peace, the deepest peace. But in the meantime, step by step, we're lightening the burden on the heart as we journey on our spiritual path, as we can let go on more and more refined levels, as the heart becomes more and more at peace, more and more clear, more and more clean, lighter and brighter. We keep our attention with the breathing, just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. In the beginning of our practice, watching the breathing means being aware of the flow of air as it passes the nostril, or the rise and fall of the abdomen as we breathe. Later on in our practice, watching the breathing means being aware of the flow of energy at the heart itself. In time, the practice changes by itself. We can't force. It simply happens in its own time. The practice changes to being aware of the breathing at the heart itself. So we can watch the breathing at the heart, and we can watch the mind at the heart. Everything that happens in the mind, we see right here at the heart. So the heart becomes our meditation center. It becomes our bright heart meditation center. It takes some patience, some practice, and persistence. Just refining the mindfulness, refining the wisdom. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware what is contacting the mind right now, what is forming in the mind right now. Whatever is contacting the mind through the 5 bodily senses, the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, whatever is forming in the mind itself, the thoughts, the memories, the feelings, the states of mind. We sharpen our mindfulness, our self-awareness, so that we are aware immediately. And we refine our wisdom, the wisdom to let go. And we refine our wisdom by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, all that forms in the mind. being aware of the impermanent nature of this body itself. This body composed of the four elements of the world: earth, water, wind, fire, solids, liquids, gases, heat. We borrow these elements for a time from the world, and while we have this body, it's always changing. The components always changing, always being replaced. The body heat is generated, dissipated from moment to moment to moment. The air element, the breath, comes into the lungs, stays for the duration of one breath, and it goes out, impermanent. The fluids in the body, the water element, stay in the body for a period of days. The blood, saliva, lymph, and so on, all the body fluids, all replaced in a matter of days. And the solid parts of the body, the earth element, change more slowly, but in time they are all replaced. In time, even the bones completely replaced. So we borrow these elements from the world, earth, water, wind, fire, to form this body, and while we have this body, it's always changing, components always being replaced. And finally, the time must come, we must give it all back. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. Nothing remains to call me or mine. Just elements of the world, not me, not mine. Being aware of these sensations from the body as impermanent moments of sensation from an impermanent body. Moments of eye sensation arising and passing away. Moments of ear sensation arising, passing away. Moments of bodily sensation arising and passing. Moments of smell arising and passing. Being aware of all the sensations through the five senses of the body as they appear, as they pass away, all impermanent. Being aware of the mental events, the thoughts, the memories, the feelings, the states of mind. These thoughts appear like bubbles in the mind. We watch them, we don't react. They appear and they pass away, just like bubbles. We don't take interest in the content of the thought, but we can take interest in the nature of the thought. How is it constructed? It's like a bubble in the mind. If we observe it without interest, it simply appears and disappears. But if we take interest, with like, with dislike, we create more of these bubbles in the mind. One mind bubble becomes 100, 1,000, thousands and thousands. The heart becomes a jacuzzi. But just watching, observing, letting go, the heart stays clear and open. Being aware of the memories, the feelings, the states of mind as simply impermanent mental events. The states of mind like the clouds in the sky. Sometimes the sky is full of clouds. We can't see anything but clouds. In time they all pass away, leaving the sky clear and open. Same with these states of mind. Sometimes the heart is so full of whatever state of mind, anger, grief, sadness, excitement, we can't see our own heart. But we let go of all these states of mind, they all pass away, leaving the heart clear and open, leaving the heart at peace. So we refine our wisdom by always watching this impermanent nature. And when the mind really sees this impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine, this is not myself. The mind lets go by itself, the heart lets go by itself. And in letting go, we find the real happiness, the happiness of peace, the happiness of freedom, freedom from our own mental disturbance. We stop to throw the heart in all directions with desires. We stop to squeeze, burn the heart with anger. And the heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace, inner joy, inner happiness. Just watching the mind, being aware, letting go, being aware of all these mental events, being aware of the impermanent nature of all these mental events. Just watching, observing, letting go, the heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear. And as we keep our attention with the body, with the breathing, we don't scatter our attention in all directions. The heart becomes more collected, calm, cool, clear and collected. The heart becomes more and more at peace. The heart becomes more normal. It's how the heart should be all the time. As we let go of all states of mind, we let go of anger, of irritation, of sadness, of stress, all these states of mind which fragment the heart, which scatter the heart. What's left is the wholesome states of mind, the states of mind which make the heart whole. Kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. These are the four wholesome states of mind. They're called the four Brahma Vihara. The Brahmas are the high heavenly beings. Vihara means dwelling, abode. So the high heavenly beings, they dwell, they abide in kindness. They abide in compassion. They abide in joy. They abide in equanimity. The four abodes, the four wholesome states of mind. The abode of the pure heart. We can enter this abode through the door of kindness, through the door of compassion, through the door of joy, through the door of equanimity. It's all the same abode, the abode of the pure heart. In our meditation, we enter this abode through the door of equanimity, just watching the mind, being aware, letting go. maintaining our equilibrium, maintaining our balance. Just watching, knowing, letting go. We clear the heart, we clean the heart. We can also enter through the door of compassion, through the door of kindness, in the practice of metta meditation, spreading metta. We can also open the door of joy, being joyful, rejoice. So these are the 4 wholesome states of mind. Any state of mind other than these 4 is a disturbed and agitated state of mind. So many people take some sort of intoxicant to alter their consciousness, but there's no happiness which can compare with the happiness of a clear, clean heart. The nature of the clear, clean heart is simply to be happy, to be joyful, to rejoice. So just by watching the breathing and watching the mind, being aware, letting go, the heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear, more and more collected, more and more unified, and more energized. We breathe air into our lungs, and into our chakras we breathe the prana, the life force energy, the light force energy of the universe. And as the heart becomes more unified, the heart becomes more and more at peace. And the heart becomes stronger and stronger. The energy field of the heart expands, becomes wider and wider. Our area of consciousness becomes wider and wider. The heart becomes more and more energized with this life force, light force energy. And as the heart is flooded, filled with this life force energy, we feel more and more alive, more alert, more awake. And as the heart is flooded with this light force energy, the heart becomes brighter and brighter. In the early stage of our practice, we may not yet see the inner light, but we feel a sense of lightness, refinement of the body, of the mind. And it shows in the eyes, it shows in the face. The brightness, the clearness of the eyes, of the face, comes from the brightness, the clearness of the heart. As we progress in our meditation practice, we all see, we all feel this inner light, this inner brightness. In time, the inner light fills the entire body. And when we have our inner light firmly established, we have our own inner lantern to light our way on our spiritual journey, the journey inward. We are no longer walking in the dark and no longer sleepwalking. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. Very simple practice, just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware, letting go. Being aware of all the bodily sensations, whatever bodily sensations arise, whatever sounds arise. Whatever states of mind arise, just being aware, letting go. The heart becomes more calm, more clear, more and more at peace. The heart becomes more and more powerful, but at the same time more gentle, more mellow. The heart becomes lighter and lighter, but at the same time more secure. The heart becomes still, still, but at the same time overflowing. Overflowing with a sublime energy. Overflowing with a cool, clear, fresh life force energy, light force energy. And this energy overflowing from the heart we can share with the world around us. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra, and we wish happiness for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes more and more energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow. We wish happiness for all beings. We can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, may I be happy. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. Breathing in, we energize the heart. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow. And as we do this practice, the heart opens wider and wider. The energy flows more strongly, more freely. The heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear, brighter and brighter. We open an inner tap, inner valve. Breathing in, may I be happy. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. So the four wholesome states of mind, kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. Out of kindness, out of compassion for ourselves, we do our meditation practice, we clear the heart, we refine the heart, we energize the heart, and out of compassion for other beings, we radiate this energy to the world around us. This is metta meditation. We radiate this energy of peace of the heart to the world around us. And we can be joyful. We can rejoice. As we clear, as we clean, as we uplift our own heart, we can rejoice that we raise our mind, that we raise our consciousness. And as we spread this energy to the world around us, we can rejoice that we have this positive effect on the world around us. We can rejoice that we start our day in the best way. We establish our mindfulness, we develop our wisdom, we clear the heart, we clean the heart, we energize the heart, we raise our consciousness, and we share this energy of peace with the world around us. So we can be joyful with ourselves, we can rejoice with ourselves. And now we observe the heart. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace, more stable, more steady, more secure? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. And we bring our awareness to the body, being aware of the sensations of the body posture, and we can visualize ourselves as we sit there. We bring our hands to the heart chakra, the palms together. And now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes. We keep the heart open. So I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation, and I wish you a good day, good weekend. I wish you all success in your spiritual practice, in your meditation practice, and I wish you the highest happiness, which is the happiness of peace, Bhavatu Sattva Mangalam. May all blessings come to you. Okay. Mangal Ho.